Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading. Great to see you, and we're going to change things up a little bit format-wise this month. I really want to start focusing more on using mediumship and intuitive skills. I have a spread of cards here that I've already pulled out, but I want to focus, instead of pulling each card up, talking about the cards, really focusing on the message and the delivery of the message for you. The first and most obvious benefit is that I'm going to be able to give you a much more concise message. And the second is that I'm going to be able to share this with a bigger audience. Beginning this month, all of the videos will be both on YouTube and IGTV on Instagram. So I hope you enjoy. And for those of you that watch from month to month, you know that that's really my purpose. I want to reach out to as many people as possible and help create that sense of awakening, enlightenment, and bring a higher frequency to the planet. So without any further delay, let's get straight into your forecast for this month. Your channeled information this month is to really focus on how you feel about your progress, your life, how you're doing, and to focus a little bit less on what everybody else expects from you. I know that's a lot easier said than done, especially if you have really strict parents or a partner that seems overly critical. The interesting thing is, at the end of our days, it's really us plus the divine that kind of looks back on our life and measures it to see if we met all of our expectations. So you're the only opinion here that matters. If you're happy, then you're doing great. If you're not, then you know what you have to work on. But don't worry about listening to the other people and thinking, well, they said this or they said this. It's all within. You already have the knowledge and the understanding that you need to figure out if you're on the right track. Your catalyst message is to really focus on time management. For you, this is important because you have a lot of skills, and it looks like this month they're going to be in high demand. Not everything is deserving of your time. It's okay to say no, and just because you've been either asked to do something or that you can do something, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is worth your time and energy. So it's going to have to be sort of an executive decision on your part, and then you'll have to figure out, am I going to say no? Will I delegate? Will there be a discussion on priorities? All of these things are going to help you, because otherwise I see some delays coming in, and it looks like for some of you, you've already had perhaps a couple of setbacks or a couple of delays on something big that you wanted to see come to fruition. So this month it all boils down to choices, and the good news is you get to make many of those, so choose well. I had mentioned that I saw that there were some delays or some setbacks. I want to underline the fact that I don't think that those will continue this month as long as you focus on what we just talked about. What is important though is if somebody offers help, I would take them up on that offer. Or if there's someone that seems like they're kind of not busy, sitting idly, also reach out to them. This is your chance to sort of step up, be a little bit more of a manager, not just in your life, but in others, and kind of help bring a little bit more focus to a situation. This is especially true if you're head of a household, or if you're at work, or even if you're in a school project. This is your time to kind of be that cohesive force. As I look into the ego portion of your reading, it looks like there's a lot of energy going into friends, family, and community. If this is something that fulfills you, then by all means continue to put the energy in that space. If, however, you are feeling a little bit drained, this is one of those choices and one of those areas where you can create healthy boundaries. Some of you may just be longing to be more connected to people that you haven't seen in a while, and if that's the case, don't worry about it. Just kind of figure out how to make other choices in your life to allow for balance there. We'll talk about wealth in a moment, but I do want to highlight what I am seeing with finances this month. I do see a lot of energy, a lot of money, a lot of effort going out, but not necessarily as much coming in. So what you're really going to have to work on this month is taking a look and making sure that everything is balanced, and that you don't put any additional expenditures out into your universe than necessary. You really want to be a little bit more conservative this month and wait until everything sort of quiets down before you make a big ticket purchase. Also, just a general observation, which I'll let you kind of figure out how it makes sense for you, but when I'm looking at what's going on over the course of this month, there does feel like there's a level of privacy or even secrecy that's going on. If this is something that you're kind of doing to keep to yourself while perhaps you're developing a new idea, or maybe you're looking for a new job or a new house and you don't want to let someone know, okay, that makes sense. If, however, you're not doing this, I want you to kind of look at the people around you, the situations around you, and get a sense for, is anything going on behind the scenes? really kind of put your psychic radar up and see if you can see beyond the lines, between the lines, and what's going on. And there might be some stuff that you want to pay attention to. So if it's you, that's fine. If it's not, see what else is going on and make sure that you're comfortable with that. Let's go ahead and expand the forecast looking at health, wealth, love, and destiny. We'll begin first with health. And for health, I have 2 notes. The first is really involving sugar in your diet. For those of you that might be trying to cut it out, either for health reasons or because of a pre-existing condition like diabetes, really do be careful this month, and in particular, avoid any sort of sugary fruits or dried fruits where they're kind of just converted all to, you lose the fiber, or like fruit juices. I feel like those things are potentially not good for all of you this month. So kind of in moderation, I guess you could add those things in your diet, but really that should be a once in a blue moon sort of thing, but not every day, not every week. I'm also picking up on the ability for some of you that have had difficulties conceiving for that to be something that could happen this month. You should obviously work with your doctor, but it does look like there's an ability for pregnancy. So if that's something that you want, great. If not, be careful. That's one message that I'm getting. As I tune into wealth, the message is just simply for you to get more educated on what's going on. So that might mean that for some of you that are busy and haven't been opening up your mail or going online and looking at your balance, do something like Quicken, or take a little bit of time every other day and just make sure that you're tracking your payments, your debts, your savings, and that you're very much on top of it. The more you understand it, the less it's likely to get behind or ahead of you. So that's the only thing that I would say this month, is really just keep a firm hold on your checkbook. And that's going to help you, because I see a lot of movement with the money, and I saw for some of you a little bit of a deficit, a little bit more going out than coming in. So if you know what's going on, then you're going to be able to react to that. For love and for relationships, as I said earlier, I feel like there's a lot of people around you that want to spend time with you, and I also feel like there's a yearning for you to do the same. You want to spend some time with them. But I do feel like there's also some sort of an imbalance here. If they are not putting in the same energy as you when it comes to picking up the phone, paying for bills, kind of like just holding their own, then this is a chance for you to sort of cut some losses, create some distance, and again, make some smart choices there. As I'm looking at your destiny message this month, which is really your trajectory, I see a lot of shifting going on, but I also see for some of you the need to get some assistance, some guidance. So that could be if you're in school talking to a guidance counselor, or if you have some questions about money, because there's a lot of movement and a lot of change going on there, talking to a financial advisor. Whatever it is, whether it's a mentor or just a friend, I think that it will be good to get a second set of eyes and ears on whatever question you have, just so that you can feel a little bit more confident and move forward with one less stress in your life. And really just focus this month on bringing to fruition whatever it is that you want. So that brings your monthly reading to a close, but remember that you can follow me all month long on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as my newsletter. There'll be a link below that will allow you to connect to all of those. You'll also see links that will allow you to book a session if you want to talk a little bit about something that's going on in your life or your own intuitive development. Finally, if this is a video that you like and you felt that it gave you some sort of insight for your life, or you like my developmental videos that I've been doing, and you just want to say thanks, there's a link below that allows you to give a donation of any amount, as little as $1. These resources are directly responsible for creating videos just like this, so please do give back if you can. Otherwise, just like and subscribe, especially if you're on Instagram, as I need to grow the audience in order to do longer videos, which I'd love to do in the long run. So at the end, I'd just like to extend a little bit of heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. More importantly, thank you for the work that you're doing on yourself. I want to continue to encourage everyone to raise their frequency, shine brightly, and make this a better planet. Much love and light now and always. Thank you.